went through the paces. So we appreciate everything you've done.
Congratulations, Lou, you know.
Congratulations. God bless him.
I think the
At this time, Direct.
Don't go too far. This is a proclamation from the Office of the Mayor. Whereas Lou Platania began his career with the City of Vineland on March 3rd, 2008, and whereas Lou has furthered the city's mission by providing valuable public service to the Vineland community, and whereas Louis has earned the respect and confidence of his co-workers and employer throughout his many years of faithful service, and Louis Platania has earned a well-deserved retirement from the City of Vineland effective June 1st, 2024, ending his public service career in the Vineland Police Department as a sergeant. And whereas in recognition of service to the city and its residents, the Mayor, City Council, and Vineland Police Department intend upon presenting to Sergeant Platania his service weapon. Now, therefore, I, Anthony Fanucci, Mayor of the City of Vineland, extend sincerest thanks and appreciation to Louis Platania for a career of loyal and meritorious service with best wishes for many years of health and happiness. Signed, May 28, 2024, Mayor Anthony R. Fanucci, City of Vineland.
At this time, we'll have the vote.
Mr. Franceschini?
yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes, thank you.
Chief?
Oh, you left the love for me. Thank you. I'm not going to talk too much. This is not about me. This is about Sergeant Platania here. But one thing I do want to note, and I do want the community to understand, is, and I'm not just saying this for Platania because he's a good friend of mine. I've said this to other people that have retired. The Vineland Police Department, and along with city administration, breeds great officers. It's what we do. It's in the department that really understands the oath that we swear, and this is a prime example of it. I mean, Lou Platania, I've known him for a long time, since he came on in 2008. He's worked at multiple areas of the department: street crimes, K-9, road officer, street sergeant. I mean, he's been in a lot of areas, and he's affected a lot of lives in a very, very positive manner. And he's a true definition of what the thin blue line really means to officers. And there's a big misconception out there what people think the thin blue line means, and they think that the thin blue line is officers standing together, taking care of each other, covering stuff up. That's not what it's about. The thin blue line is us officers swearing that oath, taking that pledge, bonding together, and creating that barrier to protect those that can't protect themselves, to help those that can't help themselves, and to fight for those that can't fight for themselves. Maintain order and peace so you can go out and have fun, buy your groceries, go to the store without fail. That's what the thin blue line is about. And this is a prime example of what he understands the thin blue line is. So I congratulate you. I love you as a brother. Very, very sorry to see you go, because what you have done for this community, the positive impact that you've had, and they might not understand it, but you've saved lives and you made lives better in the time that you were here. We appreciate you, we love you, and we're here for you always. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. On behalf of the mayor, when Mayor Fanucci took office, he made it a tradition that every officer that retires from the Vineland Police Department is presented with a flag of the Thin Blue Line in appreciation for his faithful service to our profession. Also, a retirement pin. Sir, I present you with the Thin Blue Line flag, and congratulations on your retirement. You enjoy it, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your words?
Yeah, it's short though.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't like this type of stuff. I built a lot of great friendships here. Some of my best friends are here, friends I never knew I was gonna have. Bonnicky was one of the hardest mentally guys I met here, and then I kind of took that on too. Apparently I heard a story. My son was told by our barber, who's also a police officer, that I wasn't very approachable, but I put my all into it. Got a lot of good friends here. Got some good officers coming up. It's just my time to walk. So for everybody that knows why, that's why you're here, and I really appreciate it. And the chief, the city, you guys been top notch. So honestly, put me at ease with everything. All the compounding things I had going on, obviously you guys know. And to my wife and my family, you got to have somebody to go home to, and if you do, it makes it way easier when you're dealing with a lot of this stuff. So thank you very much, and thank you to the community.
One final word about Sergeant Platania. He's an officer that led from the front. He's not one of those guys that tells the guys, go get this. It's like, let's go get this. Let's go take care of this. And he's a true leader. And again, he's a great loss to our city, but I'm happy that he's able to enjoy his retirement. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I have resolution number 2024-222, a resolution commending Diane Fisher of D. Lee Promotions.
Chair entertains a motion that resolution number 2023-222 be adopted according to law.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini,
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli,
Yes.
Mr. Vargas,
Yes.
Dr. Arthur.
Yes.
I have a proclamation from the mayor. Whereas Diane D. Lee Fisher fell in love with boxing during her teenage years after watching Friday night fights with her father, Jack Trevethan, and whereas after various setbacks, Diane took her father's advice and became a fixture at Atlantic City ringsides, which became the boxing capital of the East Coast. And whereas in 1997, at the age of 49, Diane applied for a New Jersey boxing promoter's license, and the name D. Lee was born. And whereas D. Lee became a household name in the East Coast boxing industry following her first major pay-per-view sold-out event at the Tropicana Casino showroom, naming the fight card Ladies Night Out. And whereas D. Lee received many honors and awards such as New Jersey Promoter of the Year, first woman to co-promote a heavyweight championship bout aired on HBO, Ray Mercer versus Vladimir Klitschko, and was inducted into the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame, the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame, the Cumberland County Women's Hall of Fame, and into the National Boxing Hall of Fame in April 2024. And whereas her most precious and proud moment was establishing the first youth boxing program at the Boys and Girls Club of Vineland, for which she is board member. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Mayor and City Council of the City of Vineland, New Jersey, commends Diane D. Lee Fisher for her service to our community and for educational and vocational accomplishments that are truly a knockout. We extend best wishes to her and all her future endeavors. Mayor Anthony R. Finucci, City of Vineland. Diane?
Hi, everybody. I'm not going to talk long, but I'm going to tell you, when I went to get my license in Vineland for New Jersey, I was the first woman. So it took me 5 months, 7 months, and I could not get it. So somebody said, come with me, I'm going to introduce you to somebody. Somebody may remember a junk man on the boulevard. So I went up to him, he goes, what's going on? I said, I can't get a license in Jersey because I was a woman. Hello? This kid's from our town. You give her that license. Guess what? I had it the next day. It's all about who you know, I guess. So, and I know you guys. Oh, I can't say that. But thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thanks, guys.
I have resolution number 2024-224, a resolution recognizing the Kathy and Ralph Giroux family.
Here we go.
Try again. I have resolution 2024-224, a resolution recognizing the Kathy and Ralph Giroux family and Joseph Nicholas from Joe Nick Canine Training Academy for their gracious donation of a dog which will serve as an arson detection assistant for the Vineland Fire Department.
Chair entertains a motion that resolution number 2023-224 be adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Public comment provides an opportunity for members of the public to inform the governing body about their views. The governing body prescribes the City Council's bylaws and the New Jersey statutes on open public meetings when engaging during public comment. As such, each individual shall have a 5-minute limit to comment, cannot yield time to another individual, may only approach the podium once during public comment for any one topic. Vulgar, offensive language is prohibited, and City Council will not engage in dialogue with the public during this time. The governing body maintains model courtesy and respect and requires members of the public to do the same.
And at this time, if there's anyone in the public who wishes to be heard, please come to the podium.
Director,
Director?
shut the door, please.
It is closed.
No, the other one's open.
Steve Lewis, Vineland, New Jersey.
Can you hold on just one moment, please? Thank you. Mr. Lewis?
Steve Lewis, Vineland, New Jersey. I want to make a comment on Memorial Day services the other day. Mr. Alicia, excellent job. The city workers that cleaned the park and power washed all the statues, or the stones and the crosses, they did an excellent job. They're to be commended. They don't get recognition, I don't think, as much as they should, but they did a really nice job on the park with the sidewalks and everything, and really looked clean. The wreaths they had around the flag were nice. So it was a wonderful event, went off quite well. And there was a lot of people there that I've never seen that many people there before. So I hope it stays that way, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. Is there anyone else in the public who wishes to be heard at this time? If not? Oh.
Hi, my name is Sheena Santiago. I'm the coordinator of events for the city of Vineland, and I'm here one more time to let you know about the upcoming events for the public. On June 19, on the steps of City Hall at 5 p.m. is going to be the Juneteenth ceremony, so we're inviting the public to be there. I believe it's on a Wednesday at 5 p.m. And on September 6th, at the Landis Theater, the city is sponsoring another karaoke competition. We have to do a second one because by public demand, we had 20 contestants at the other one, and we held it at the Vineland Golf Course, and we had around 300 people went there in the contestants, and we decided that because we have so many people on the waiting list that want to come to the next event, we decided to do it in a larger place, in a larger venue, because we can put 700 people in the Landis Theater. And the first prize is going to be $500. The second prize is going to be $300, and the third prize is going to be $200. And that's going to be on September 6th at 7 p.m. at the Landis Theater. And if anybody wants any more information about it, about any city events, you can always call me at 856-794-4000, extension 4169, or you can call the business administrator, Bob Dickinson. He has the list too of all the events. And he would love to get calls from the public. He loves that kind of calls. And on September, or you can call Paul Spinelli because he helps me at all my events. On September 8th, there's going to be a food truck festival. And this year, the mayor, Anthony Fanucci, and Mr. Spinelli, they've taken over the food truck festival, and it's going to be done between 8th and East on Landis Avenue, across from the Landis Theater, the whole block. And we're going to have 24 food trucks, according to the measurements of our wonderful and the best engineering department of any municipality, and our road department, Kevin Wright. So if anybody wants to sign up to be one of the vendors, they have to have a Vineland permit up to date from the health department. They have to have a fire department permit if they're going to use a food truck. Anything that you're going to use to cook, you got to have a fire permit. So if you don't have that, you have to contact the city and see how you can get them, and you also have to provide the city with insurance. And those are the 3 requirements prior to registering. And I'm asking people to hurry up and do it because we're almost there. We have a lot of people inquire to be vendors this year. And the event is going to be held from 12 in the afternoon until 8 p.m. We're going to have live music. We're going to have 2 live bands playing all day. One of them is going to be Secret Sauce Rock Band. The other one is going to be So Are We, a jazz band. And we're going to have entertainment all day. Plus, there's going to be a movie, a matinee, at 1 p.m. and it's free for the children and their families. And the other matinee is going to be at 3 p.m. and it's going to be the movie Migration. So if you call me, I'll give you all the information about the event. And let me see what else. That's it for that event. And then the city is also celebrating the Italian culture. And we're going to have 2 events for that. On October 13 is going to be a homemade wine competition like we did in the past. And it's going to be at Vineland, and that's going to be from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Vineland Golf Course on Sunday, October 13. And the next day, there's going to be a flag raising ceremony of the Italian flag at 11 a.m. on October 14 on the steps of City Hall. And at 12 p.m., after the event is over, anybody that wants to go to the free luncheon, any senior citizen at the North Italy Hall, there's going to be an Italian lunch for senior citizens, and those senior citizens that are interested in getting tickets for this event, they can also contact me, and I'll tell you how to get the tickets. And
Thank,
that's it for now with our event. Thank you.
thank you, Sheena. Is there anyone else in the public at this time?
Thank you. Edwin Alicia, Director of Public Safety and President of the United Veterans Council. I just want to publicly thank everyone that took place in all city employees who took part in making our 2024 Memorial Day ceremony a success. The park looked clean and the grounds were well maintained. Kudos to Public Works Director Jim Neer and his staff, the Recreation Department, and the Vineland High School Band, our very own Alexander Brozic, Sheena Santiago, the IS Department, Public Relations Administration's Office, and all of the first responders and volunteers. The crowd was larger than I recall in recent years, and Vineland looked really good. Thank you so much. Appreciate your help.
Thank you. You're welcome. If no one else, Bobrowski?
I have Resolution 2024-198, resolution authorizing the exclusion of the public from a meeting between the mayor, city council, city clerk and staff, business administrator and staff, city solicitor and staff, chief financial officer and staff, and city assessor, tax assessor, concerning matters relating to litigation in which the public body is or may become a party, and matters falling under the attorney-client privilege, and authorizing disclosure of minutes of said meeting as provided herein.
Chair entertains a motion that resolution number 2024-198 be adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion to recess the meeting to go into a brief closed session at this time.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes, thank you. Chair entertains a motion to reconvene the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2024-27, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, to just revise the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, various titles of IBW Local 210, Unit 3, Legal Analyst, and Deputy Municipal Emergency Management Coordinator, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-27 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-27? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-27 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-27 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli? Yes. Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-27, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which revised the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, various titles of IBW Local 210, Unit 3, Legal Analyst and Deputy Municipal Emergency Management Coordinator. This ordinance is adopted.
Ms. Petrowski, please submit ordinance number 2024-27 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I have ordinance number 2024-28, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, social worker aging, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-28 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-28? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-28 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-28 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-28, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which established the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, social worker aging. This ordinance is adopted.
Petrowski, please submit ordinance number 2024-28 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes, you're welcome. I have ordinance number 2024-29. Ordinance amending ordinance number 2023-08 as amended, Chapter 8 of the Code of the City of Vineland, entitled Automated External Defibrillator.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-29 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-29? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-29 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-29 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Mr. Barcy for taking this up. This way we didn't have two possible suicides, Mr. Franceschini and Mr. Tenetta.
One would be acceptable, but not the other.
Any further comments? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Absolutely.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes for Ronnie's Law.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes, thank you.
Ordinance number 2024-29, ordinance amending ordinance number 2023-08 as amended, Chapter 8 of the Code of the City of Vineland, entitled Automated External Defibrillator. This ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Petrosky, please submit ordinance number 2024-29 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have ordinance number 2024-30, ordinance amending ordinance 2009-68 as amended, Chapter 660, Section 660-9.2 of the Code of the City of Vineland entitled Tobacco and Vapor Products, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-30 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-30? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-30 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-30 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-30, ordinance amending ordinance 2009-68 as amended, Chapter 660, Section 660-9.2 of the Code of the City of Vineland entitled Tobacco and Vapor Products. This ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Petrosky, please submit ordinance number 2024-30 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have ordinance number 2024-31, ordinance amending ordinance 2021-42, Chapter 266, Article 1, entitled Cannabis Establishments, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-31 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-31? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-31 be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-31 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas? Yes. Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-31, ordinance amending ordinance 2021-42, Chapter 266, Article 1, entitled Cannabis Establishments. This ordinance is adopted.
Ms. Petrosky, please submit ordinance number 2024-31 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I have ordinance number 2024-32, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-32 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas? Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-32, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which revised the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, auditor, accountant, trainee.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-32 be passed for the first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, June 11th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Move now into the consent agenda items. 2024-199 is a resolution providing for the insertion in the calendar year 2024 budget of the City of Vineland. A special item of revenue made available by revenue realized from a State of New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection 2021 Recycling Tonnage Grant funding allocation in the amount of $536,516.87 and an appropriation in said budget for like sum and purpose. 2024-200 is a resolution providing it for the insertion in the calendar year 2024 budget of the City of Vineland, a special item of revenue made available by revenue realized from the Bureau of Justice Assistance under the fiscal year 2024 Patrick Leahy Bulletproof Vest Partnership and awarded in the amount of $11,347.76 and an appropriation in said budget for like sum and purpose. 2024-201 is a resolution providing for the insertion in the calendar year 2024 budget of the City of Vineland. A special item of revenue may be available by revenue realized from Vineland Revolving Loan Fund, Vineland Industrial Park West Campus, Vineland, New Jersey, in the amount of $600,000 and an appropriation in said budget for like sum and purpose. 2024-202 is a resolution providing for the insertion in the calendar year 2024 budget of the City of Vineland, a special item of revenue made available by revenue realized from the Wawa Foundation in the amount of $5,000 and an appropriation in said budget for like sum and purpose. 2024-203 is a resolution providing for the insertion in the calendar year 2024 budget of the City of Vineland, a special item of revenue made available by revenue realized from a State of New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety 2024 Distracted Driving Crackdown, You Drive, You Text, You Pay, in the amount of $10,500 and an appropriation in said budget for like sum and purpose. 2024-204 is a resolution authorizing extraordinary unspecifiable services agreements for health benefit coverages for employees of the City of Vineland, prescription. 2024-205 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a professional service agreement by and between Siemens Energy Incorporated, Houston, Texas, and the City of Vineland for spring outage support for Unit 11 and Clayville generating stations in the amount of $258,994.92 pursuant to a long-term service agreement. 2024-206 is a resolution amending resolution number 2023-627, authorizing the qualified purchasing agent to award purchases for various motor vehicles, equipment, and accessories available through cooperative pricing systems, of which the city is a member. 2024-207 is a resolution authorizing an agreement with Manders, Marigi, Porterdin, Farrell Architects of Vineland, New Jersey, for professional architectural engineering services in connection with window replacement at City Hall. 2024-208 is a resolution authorizing the purchase of one Recon custom body truck in an amount not to exceed $72,363 pursuant to a regional cooperative pricing agreement with Middlesex Regional Educational Services Commission cooperative pricing system. 2024-209 is a resolution authorizing a contract award to a state contract vendor, Asphalt Paving Systems, Hamilton, New Jersey, for the pavement preservation services in the amount not to exceed $352,488.22. 2024-210 is a resolution awarding an open-end contract to Annixter Incorporated, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, for the furnishing and delivery of LED street lighting for the Vineland Municipal Electric Utility Distribution Division in an estimated amount of $140,582. 2024-211 is a resolution authorizing award of a contract to Atlantic Coast Alarm Incorporated, Mays Landing, New Jersey, to install access control for the new fire headquarters. 2024-212 is a resolution authorizing award of a contract to Bonfire Fiber, LLC, Denver, Colorado, for broadband utility consulting and project management in an amount not to exceed $80,466.40. 2024-213 is a resolution awarding a contract to Dival Safety Equipment Incorporated, Buffalo, New York, for the furnishing and delivery of 3 Groves Ready Rack Extractor 35 PPE washer and 3 Groves Ready Rack Smart Dry 6 all-purpose drying cabinets with components and accessories for the Vineland Fire Department in the amount of $59,363. 2024-214 is a resolution authorizing award of a contract to Atlantic Coast Alarm Incorporated, Mays Landing, New Jersey, to install a camera system at the new fire headquarters. 2024-215 is a resolution approving charge against various land for land clearance and authorizing said charge to become a lien upon such land and to be added to and become part of the taxes to be assessed and levied upon such land. 2024-216 is a resolution canceling outdated checks issued by the City of Vineland. 2024-217 is a resolution approving surety reduction, release, or renewal as submitted by the city engineer. 2024-218 is a resolution granting permission to the Mayor's Office of the City of Vineland to conduct a public display of fireworks on July 4, 2024, with a rain date of July 5th, 2024, between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. at the Vineland High School Complex, Chestnut Avenue, and Brewster Road. 2024-219 is a resolution providing and authorizing the payment of bills and demands against the City of Vineland. 2024-220 is a resolution declaring the existence of an emergency requiring drainage replacement on Magnolia Road east of Lincoln Avenue and James Court, and authorizing the payment of bills for said services. 2024-221 is a resolution authorizing a contract award to a state contract vendor, Lawmen Supply Company of New Jersey, Incorporated, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, for the purchase of firearm ammunition in the amount not to exceed $44,018.60. 2024-223 is a resolution authorizing the execution of an amendment to the shared services agreement by and between Morris River Township and the City of Vineland for municipal court services. 2024-225 is a resolution authorizing a contract award to a state contract vendor, Dell, Round Rock, Texas, with regard to the Microsoft Enterprise Volume License Agreement. 2024-226 is a resolution approving the volunteer membership of Peter Maroon and Diane Starn to the Office of Emergency Management. In 2024-227 is a resolution granting the renewal of alcoholic beverage licenses for the licensing period July 1, 2024 to June 30th, 2025.
Chair entertains a motion to approve all items on the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
That's all the formal business I have, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Petrowski. At this time, are there any comments from council?
Yes, I'd like to congratulate to all the retirees. I wish them all the luck and good health. Also, the children that came up to do the flag salute. They had pretty cool uniforms, actually. That's pretty good, and they were very nice. I want to thank my colleagues for their support on my AED ordinance. I know I'm a pain in the butt when it comes to this, but as everyone knows, if someone suddenly drops in this room, God forbid, we have an AED right outside. We know it works because we check it. There are people here that are certified because I certified them. And that's all good. Unfortunately, a lot of people that purchase AEDs, whether they're mandated or not, sometimes they neglect, and with all good intentions, and place them in areas that are that can't be seen, and that defeats the purpose. So one, if you have it, but you can't find it, and then the second is that, oh, once I got it, it doesn't work because I haven't checked it. And that's very discouraging because, as stats will say, is that if I'm able to shock Paul within the first minute, there's a 90% chance of survival. All right? According to his wife, that she wants me to wait 10 minutes, but
Probably 20.
yeah, probably 20. But every minute thereafter, you lose 10%. So by 5 or 6 minutes, it really decreases the probability of that person being resuscitated. But if you have it, make sure it works, and then make sure is it in a place that everybody can see it. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Spinelli?
Ditto on the retirees. We wish them the best of luck in their retirement and their new life, and stay healthy. Congratulations to Diane Fisher on her accomplishments in the boxing area. She is definitely a trailblazer. Also, the VDID is putting on the car show this coming week. I believe it's June 8th or something of that nature. So Landis Avenue will be crowded with the better part of 10,000 people probably walking, looking at the cars, things of that nature. Mr. Lewis, you putting your car in? So he will be there. My son is actually putting a car in, so I will be there, et cetera. And so it's usually a pretty good time. You heard all the various events that were going on in the city. If anybody in City Hall has not had the opportunity to see the firehouse, go see it. It is impressive. And our guys deserve to have a nice place after what they've been staying in for the past few years. But no one should complain about anything in this firehouse once it gets going. Come August, it should be ready, so it's coming in early, which is a good thing. And kudos to Chief Tramontana for pushing it. And the Landis Theater consistently has concerts on the weekends, so if you want to see good bands at a cheap price, please help them out. That's it.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes, I'd like to also congratulate all the retirees today. Also Diane Fisher on the Boys and Girls Club coach. And also congratulate my colleague here for the good fight. And he means well. I mean, we joke around. It's a serious thing. And I hope that we never use it, Ronnie. And I hope they just collect dust. But if needed, they're there. And thank you and thanks, Steve, for everything you've done. Thank you.
I'd like to also congratulate the retirees as well and wish them all the best in this next chapter of their lives. And also to Diane, congratulations on what she's been doing, as well as Ronnie's Law. Thank you. You finally got it in there.
Finally got it in there.
We hope, again, I hope we don't have to use it, but
And Liz, you've been a good disciple, because every place we go, you ask, do you have an AED? I said, man, she's got it.
look for the sign now.
Yeah, look for the
Make
sign.
sure. It can only help change the quality of life of somebody that really needs it. So thank you for all that you've done to get that in place. And also thank you to the students for coming today from Leaders of Tomorrow Early Learning Academy. And it's always a pleasure to have the young people here to lead us in the flag salute. And at this time, anything else? If nothing further, Chair entertains a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Mr. Franceschini?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas? Dr. Arthur?
Yes, thank you, and have a good night.